Hey guys, Jason here with MusicSoftwareTraining.com, and I'm real excited to show you some of these Ultimate Drum Machine collections. They're all broken down into separate kits that will work with Ableton's drum racks instruments. So what I want to do is take you through some of these kits and just give you an idea of some of the samples and stuff that are in them. Um, Basically, this is pretty much every sound, from a vintage kit that you would ever want to get your hands on. So uh, if you've ever wanted to have that in your collection, this is pretty much the one collection that'll do it. And what I really enjoy is as you go through some of these kits, you discover certain sounds, and you're like, oh, that's the drum machine that band used. Especially if you're listening to, 80s and 90s music, you'll definitely hear some of these sounds. So it's kind of fun to find those and put them to use yourself. So let me show you what these kits sound like, and if you like what you hear, there's a link below, and you know what to do down there. And enjoy this.
All right, so now's the time to put on your headphones if you got them. If you're just listening through computer speakers, there's just no way you're going to really get the full sound. So I completely suggest you do that, or you're going to be missing a whole lot. So in no particular order, I just pulled some drum kits of interest and thought I would just run you through these. And I'm just playing these on the Ableton Push, which if you haven't got, I highly recommend. Really cool stuff. So let me play through this kit here. So we'll start with some classic 808 sounds. Good stuff there. All classic sounds, very usable. And then the 909. Great for those classic sounds. And here I've got the full Simmons drums here. Well, I've got two different Simmons drums, but what I dragged in here are just the tom drums, because these are some of the classic sounds that you'll probably be familiar with. Recognize some of those sounds? That's the Simmons. The Alesis SR16, I really like a lot of Alesis sounds. They don't necessarily make the super low-end kick drum, but they definitely have a lot of punch to their sounds. And I like that. They really cut through a mix very well. So let me play some of those. And if we continue to go on, I can play some other stuff. Good stuff there. The classic MPC 60. Here's some of those classic sounds here. Let me get over to the sounds. Classic Lindrum sounds. If you're a Prince fan, you'll probably recognize some of these sounds here. Moog Concert Mate. These are some interesting sounds. Not as usable as some of the others, but as far as vintage drum machine, this is something that you don't hear very often. Always love the Oberheim sounds here, so let me show you some of those. and so forth. Sequential circuits. Really like that last sound too. Got a number of Yamaha kits. This is just the kick drums from the RM50. I've also got kits for the snares and the toms and some effects sounds. So a lot of stuff there. Let me just play some of the kicks for you though. And now let me pull in some snares for you. Lots of great stuff in there as well. And then this is the R8 drum machine, which I actually used this in a band for about three, maybe 4 years, without using any other sound. All the songs we made were on the R8, and it sounded great. It really fit, has a nice live drum sound to it, and packs a lot of punch. So if you haven't heard of the R8, definitely a classic drum machine. Lots of great stuff there. Really great toms in this R8 drum machine as well. So that's all I have time to show you right now. So I hope this answers some of your questions about the Ultimate Ableton drum machines. If you got any questions, feel free to email me. I'd be happy to answer any other questions that you got. Otherwise, enjoy.